Hey guys, this is Steve here with Testa Booster. What I want to talk to you today is it's about testosterone and really how your diet affects your testosterone. So there's a couple things that you definitely want to change in your diet as you're looking to increase your testosterone or maintain a healthy testosterone level. So one way to, it's not necessarily related to your diet, but it's kind of your overall how to maintain and keep high levels of testosterone is through getting a good 8 hours of sleep. So if you've read our 10 definitive ways to increase your testosterone, some of this information may be old hat to you, but it's still really important. So get 8 hours of sleep. The research has shown that maintaining a normal sleep cycle and the ideal sleep cycles for humans it's between the best times to sleep are between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. So do your best if you really want to grow and are serious about growing lean positive muscle. You really need to make sure you get your sleep during that time and do your best to get 8. I know some people work better on 6, some people work better on 9. Do your best to shoot for 8, and then you can kind of figure out what your body needs as far as making sure that you're feeling at your best. So a lot of people think that you should not be eating fat. So you see a lot of crazy diets out there. It's like, oh, you need to make sure you eat high protein only, high protein. Well, that's not really the case. You need to have a balanced diet in order to grow lean muscle. So there's a lot of carb cycling. I actually have a video on my Real Fitness Reviews page which talks about carb cycling. So if you want to learn about carb cycling and how that helps you maintain lean muscle, I'll have a link at the end of the video here to show you that. But make sure you have healthy lipids in there. And by healthy lipids, I mean you can get healthy fats through nuts, through avocados. So there's a couple different sources you can. You definitely want to stay away from the brownies, McDonald's, that kind of stuff. Those are fats, but those are processed fats. They're not going to help you, get energy, and that's what your body uses a lot of times, especially if you're doing a carb cycling type of diet. Carbs often just get stored in your as fat, subcutaneous fat, and it's just unsightly. So you can actually trick your body with a it's called MCT oil. It's a multi-chain triglyceride. It basically tricks your body into it's a fat that your body processes as a carb, in the sense that it actually burns it for fuel. So when you're carb cycling, you're trying to lean up, get ready for summer. That's a great way to make sure that you can have enough energy, especially when you're doing those carb cycling days. So this one's pretty obvious. If you're trying to get muscle, you should be hitting the weights. There's a lot of benefits to it, but just when you get your pump, you're in the gym, you can really feel like the muscle is going in your blood flow. That's good. There's a lot of positive benefits about hitting the weights, bone density, but vasodilation, especially if you're taking like a pre-workout, anything that enlarges your blood vessels. That's linked to anything from muscle growth, because the red blood cells transport oxygen, which help deliver nutrients to your muscles, to your fibers, to help you grow. But it's also great for cardiovascular. So if you don't want to get tired when you're having sex, sorry, but there's a lot of benefits linked to basically getting the pump in the gym, and then cardiovascular benefits for sex as well. So erectile dysfunction, that's a big thing as far as working out. If your blood flows easier, a lot of erectile dysfunction is linked to improper blood flow, stress, and a couple other things. And low testosterone is obviously linked to ED, erectile dysfunction. But hitting the weights can cause your blood vessels to dilate and make it easier to transport the nutrients and make sure you can have a good, strong, firm erection, which is definitely the way to go as far when you're having sex. So, reducing stress in your life, that's another great way to make sure you have high testosterone levels. Testosterone, if you have cortisol, and cortisol is like a stress-inducing hormone or causing hormone, you definitely don't want that in your body, because that's just going to inhibit your ability to produce muscle. Sorry guys, but this one's tough. Cut out the beer. Beer is hops. Hops are very, very estrogenic in nature, meaning that if you see a guy that drinks a lot of beer, you kind of get like that man boobs type of thing. You're like, man, that guy looks like he's got some boobs. Well, a lot of that is because there's estrogenic properties. Actually, a lot of the hops that are used in beer, they've actually been tested for some cancer, breast cancer in research that is used to treat breast cancer stuff. So if you don't want to have those man boobies, then make sure you're try to cut down. If you do want to booze, definitely stick something that's more like a clear liquid like vodka and mix it with, cranberry. I know it sounds girly, but, vodka tonics, or actually that's my favorite. Throw some lime in there, get some good flavor. I talked about, eliminating the, soy. You definitely don't want to have soy in your diet. Soy is a highly estrogenic property as well. This is the best one. This is my favorite. Have sex more often. The more times you can actually have sex, the greater your desire for sex, and the more often you're actually going to want to have sex. So it's kind of like what happens to the chicken or the egg. If you actually start having sex more, you're going to want it more, which helps increase your testosterone levels. So maintaining a healthy BMI. So, you've got sleep cycle that factors into body mass index, your basically how much fat and how much weight you're carrying on your frame and muscle. Just make sure you maintain a healthy BMI. If your body's having to work too hard to try to create muscle and maintain muscle in your body, that's a stress on your body, which brings in cortisol into that mixture. So those are some tips and tricks. As we get in closer to summertime, definitely go outside. Vitamin D plays a huge part in testosterone production in your body. So go outside, get outside, run, hike, do your workouts outside. Sometimes I'll go outside and I'll do my, CrossFit or Insanity workouts outside. It looks a little goofy. My lawn looks a little tore up after it, but truly it's great. You get outside, enjoy it, and you can go back outside and hit the grill and get your healthy meats and fats when you're grilling out. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing you inside. Thanks so much.